Following a very dominant victory on Misfits boxing prime card this past Saturday against Dillon Danis, Logan Paul was interviewed after his boxing fight about what was next for him, where he said he was coming for Rey Mysterio and he wanted that United States title. It is now heavily rumoured that the pair will face off at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia on November the 4th for the title. The real question is, should Logan Paul become the United States champion? I think he should. Here's why. The main reason why I think Logan Paul should become the United States champion is that even though he works a lesser schedule, only has about, 4 or 5 matches a year, I really feel that he's earned it because the level of matches he's had since he's come to the company, he's not had a bad match. Like, the match with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania was fantastic. The match with The Miz at SummerSlam was phenomenal. He's had these fantastic matches, and he should not be this good for how quick he is into his development. So I feel like as a US champion, it's often seen as sort of backup wrestling championship to the Intercontinental title. I feel like he should win it. Logan Paul is a fantastic heel, and I think you can have a great heel run and a great babyface run out of him. I'm not saying he holds it for very long. I feel like at the most he's going to hold it until WrestleMania. What I think will happen is, and I don't want to spoil my WrestleMania 41 card or my WrestleMania 40 card predictions, I feel like Logan Paul is going to take that US title from Rey Mysterio. There's going to be some kind of interference with Santos Escobar that sort of pushes that storyline further along. And then we're going to see Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. And then Logan Paul defending the US title against LA Knight. Logan Paul can get LA Knight over. LA Knight is incredibly popular right now. And it would be a classic, 80s DiBiase or Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter, where the heel, everyone wants him to lose and they want the babyface to triumph. And on top of this, Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio sounds phenomenal right now. Like, I would be desperate to see that. And as well as this, it gets more attention on WWE, which Logan has proved he is all about getting the attention on WWE. He didn't have to promote WWE. Like, I'm sure they asked him to, but he didn't have to. He chose to do that because he's all about bringing the money in to wherever he goes. And like I said in the CM Punk video last week, you've got to remember that WWE is a business. They've got new owners that are going to want to make as much money as possible. So if they bring back CM Punk, that's going to make shed loads. Logan Paul as champion will attract more people to watch WWE. I've got friends that don't watch WWE who have said to me before that when Logan Paul is on it, they will take an interest to see what he's doing because Logan Paul is a star, and that is what WWE want. They want the big stars that, can have these massive matchups and earn shed loads. That's why Logan Paul fought Roman Reigns for the Universal title last year. That's why he faced Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, because you're getting the big money out of Logan Paul, and putting a title on Logan Paul is just a matter of time, I think. Should he be a world champion? Not yet, because he's not had enough matches, I don't think. As good as he is, I don't think he's there for a world champion yet. And I don't think, we can't have another Roman Reigns where the world champion doesn't show up. Like, I love Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns has had arguably the greatest Universal title reign of all time. But whenever he loses that title, which is hopefully at WrestleMania next year, the champions for at least a year or two should appear every week, because it is ridiculous how the Universal Champion can defend the title once from April to SummerSlam, 4 months, when they have this stupid must defend every 30 days rule, which they don't enforce. And then you have him, appear on the August 11th SmackDown, and then you don't have him appear until October 13th. It's absolutely ludicrous how the Universal Champion doesn't appear for, a sixth of the year You know, he probably appears on about 15 shows a year. Like, it's absolutely outrageous how we can have the main champion barely ever show up. You know, and it's not like it's 2014 where you can have two different champions. So, you know, Seth can elevate himself. They're on different brands. You know, Fox haven't had a champion on there for 2 months. USA Network have had their world champion every week since May. And Fox haven't had one. Like, it's just not right. To come to a conclusion on this subject, and back to the title of the video, do I think that Logan Paul becoming WWE United States Champion is the correct decision? Yes, I do. I fully believe that Logan Paul as a champion in WWE right now is a very smart business decision from Endeavour, from Triple H, from Vince McMahon, because the media attention right now on Logan Paul is massive after he battered Dillon Danis and after all of the post-fight scenes that happened, which as well, I should quickly mention, Dillon Danis is a coward for that, and it is not surprising. I do believe that Logan Paul becoming United States Champion is a good move from WWE, and he can be a perfect heel. The only thing I have to say is he has to be there, not every week, but say if there's 4 SmackDowns a month, he should be at 3 of them at least, because he needs to be defending that title, he needs to be promoting it. Realistically, if he wins it now, he's probably going to hold it till WrestleMania. So he's going to have to be consistent with it, and it can also be a good earmark for him as a potential world champion, intercontinental champion, and the US title's a good start for him. So I believe that Logan Paul will be a good choice for a United States champion. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Uploads around every Thursday, Friday. We will be back for Crown Jewel predictions on November the 3rd. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.